Hello children, this is Shruti, your social science teacher from Pramati Hillview Academy. Welcome back to your geography class. In our previous class, we have learnt about roadways, about railways, and also we have learnt about pipelines in detail below the topic transport in India. Isn't it children? Now, in today's class, let us learn about waterways and about airways in detail below the topic transport in India. Come children, let us learn about waterways and about airways one by one in detail. Now, let us begin to know and understand about waterways. Since time immemorial, India was one of the seafaring countries. Its seamen sailed far and near, thus carrying and spreading Indian commerce and culture. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode of transport. Major seaports. India's trade with foreign countries is carried from the ports that are located along the coast. The country's 95% foreign trade is moved by sea, that constitute 68% in terms of value. India has a coastline spanning 7,516.6 kilometers, forming one of the biggest peninsulas in the world. With a long coastline of about 7,516.6 kilometers, India has major and minor ports. Some prominent seaports of India are discussed below. Kandla is a tidal port located in Kutch region of Gujarat. This port was developed soon after independence to compensate the loss of Karachi port to Pakistan. It was also meant to ease the volume of trade on Mumbai port. It deals in exports and imports of highly productive granary and industrial belt of states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Mumbai is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well-sheltered harbour. The Jawaharlal Nehru port was planned with a view to decongest the Mumbai port and serve as a hub port for this region. Mormugao in Goa is the premier iron ore exporting port of the country. This port accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore export. The port of Mangalore is the main seaport for the state of Karnataka on the southwestern shores of India. Kochi is the extreme southwestern port of India, located at the entrance of a lagoon with a natural harbour. Tuticorin is extreme southeastern port of India, located in Tamil Nadu. This port has a natural harbour and rich hinterland. It handles a large variety of cargoes to countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. and to the coastal regions of India. Chennai is one of the oldest artificial ports of the country and ranked next to Mumbai in terms of the volume of trade and cargo. Vishakhapatnam is the deepest landlocked and well-protected port. This port was originally conceived as an outlet for iron ore exports. Paradvip Port in Odisha specializes in the export of iron ore. Kolkata is an inland riverine port. It serves the hinterland of the Ganga Brahmaputra basin. It is also a tidal port, thus it requires constant dredging of Hooghly. Haldia has been developed as a subsidiary port to relieve growing pressure on the Kolkata port. Now, let us move on to discuss about airways in detail. The air travel is the fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. It can cover very difficult terrains like high mountains, vast deserts, dense forests and long oceanic stretches with great ease. The air transport was nationalized in 1953. Air India provides domestic and international air services. As airways is costlier mode, it is not within the reach of common people. Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, that is ONGC, in its offshore operations to inaccessible areas and difficult terrains like the northeastern states and the interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. So in today's session, children, we have learnt about waterways and about airways in detail below the topic transport in India. To recapitulate, children, waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode of transport. India's trade with foreign countries is carried from the ports that are located along the coast. India has a coastline spanning 7,516.6 kilometers, forming one of the biggest peninsulas in the world. The air travel is the fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. The air transport was nationalized in 1953. In our next class, let us learn more about the concept lifelines of national economy. I hope all of you have understood the concept, children. Meet you in the next class. Take care and thank you, children.